The Democratic side of things, we do not have a winner. We do not have a projected winner. We have early hard numbers coming out of the voting, as you see, with 24% reporting now. It is a 6-point lead for Hillary Clinton over Barack Obama, which would come to be good news, one would suppose, to Ann Lewis, the senior advisor to the Clinton campaign, who joins us now with those hard numbers. Thanks for your time tonight, Ann. That's got to be good news no matter what part of that holds up. It's got to be good news for you.
Listen, it is good news, and you know what? We've been having good news for the last 3 days in New Hampshire. Hillary's been getting great crowds, a terrific response. She's talking to people about the difference between talk and action. You know, we got a number of good candidates on the Democratic side who say the right thing. We only have one candidate who's been out there doing the right thing, and Hillary is talking to New Hampshire voters, as she will be talking to voters across the country about what she has done, the difference she has made. We want them to know you'll know what she will do as president, because you're going to know what she's done. That
construction, which she used a lot yesterday and presumably did today throughout the state, does that have a is that something of a razor's edge to dance on when she ties it in, as she did yesterday, to preparations for counterterrorism for the next president?
No, not at all. I think it is a very strong place to turn on, because most people I know, it's a matter of common sense. If you're asking someone, can you do this important job? Remember, we're picking the next president of the United States, and these are tough times. Look at what's happening in the economy. Look at the challenges in international policy. When we decide who we want to be that next president, you want to be sure that we are choosing the person who is up for the job. One of the best ways I know to make that decision is look at their track record, look at what they've done. And for people who say we've got to change the direction of this country, Hillary's ready to say, look at the change I've made already, and you can see the kind of changes I'm going to make.
Ann Lewis of the Clinton campaign, as we close out another hour of coverage. Thanks for standing by with us, Ann. We are waiting now as the Republicans back up, meantime, like delayed flights over Logan Airport. We are waiting for comments from Governor Huckabee and from Senator McCain, who, as we pointed out, has won. In the interim, Tom Brokaw rejoins us now for this 6%, no, 5% now, Clinton lead over Obama with a quarter of the vote in. The fact that we still have a horse race at this point, a nominal victory for Hillary Clinton, no matter what happens from here, Tom?
Well, I think we have to wait until we get more returns than this, but the trends indicate that it's going to be a very, very close race. And after all that she's been through in the last 48 hours and the projections that it could be a blowout for Barack Obama, including projections from some of her ardent supporters who backstage and off the record in hushed tones were saying, gosh, I think he's an excellent candidate. They were bailing on her earlier today. And if she pulls this off or comes as close as it appears that she is very likely to come, then we'll hear from Bill and Hillary Clinton about being the comeback kids, and this country deserves a longer dialogue. Yes, I do think that she has found new life here tonight. If these patterns hold up, and all the indications are that they will, it's going to be a very long evening, but it appears it's going to be also a very tight race. And it's one of the reasons that we all love politics. You know, when the Founding Fathers rejected the idea of British supremacy in this country, we decided then we wouldn't have coronations. We'd still have elections, and we're having an election tonight.
Do you think, Tom, that this protects the jobs of those running Hillary's campaign? So much talk about Mark Penn's jobs insecurity. Do you think this will keep their jobs if it's this close?
Well, I don't know. I think that that's probably an issue for the campaign and not for the voters. What I do think, Chris, is what I've said repeatedly, as I think I've shared with you in the past, my favorite theory in American politics, which has always served me well, is what I call the UFO theory. The unforeseen will occur. You always have to keep that in mind. And with this very tight race tonight, we're seeing one more example of the UFO theory. John McCain's victory in New Hampshire last summer. As much as I've admired John for his personal courage, I thought his campaign was over. Here he wins New Hampshire and goes on from here. I do think that the country wants a dialogue about these very important issues that are before us. A new president will have a war on two fronts. Will likely have a very tough economy. Let's go now to Governor Huckabee.